All right, what's happening? Coming live and direct, live at the time. It's always live when we doing it, you know. And then we get to it's in the past. It's always in the past, even if this was actually live. You know what I mean, live. So, yeah, man. I'm gonna say the thing. Yeah, man. Yes, sis. The thing is, it's about mindset. It. So many ways to say the same thing, right? But it's mindset. It boils down to that, like perception, mindset, perception, paradigms. You know, all closely related, same thing, connects together. You know, like all of that. It's cold. It's been cold. It's cold right now. It's weather tripping. So I got a little, thing going there. No, I'm not sick. I'm straight. It just is what it is. Probably just need to drink more water, whatever. Anyway, and it might not be bad advice for nobody. Although I know they sell that shit year round, and they definitely sell it at night. All this mindset, all of that is definitely related. No doubt about it. No doubt. But that ain't right. The way it did me like that. Anyhow, so it's what am I saying? So, man, so many factors in our mindset though, as I'm thinking about the things I used to think, and then the why. You got people older than you on all levels, right? Your mother, father, if you know them, don't know them, whoever's your guardian. I guess everybody, unless you're raised by wolves, everybody got some kind of guardian, at least one guardian. Whatever that shit look like, whatever their age is, you got, that's goddamn. So you got people just over your age, and the younger you are, the more important it is, right? And it is, because there's so much information you learn in 2 or 3 years when you're fucking 8 compared to when you're 40, 25, 30, 40, whatever. You know what I mean? It's so it I be tripping on that, but it's not like it is what it is. Nobody had to tell, make it be like they the shit. You a freshman, they're a senior. Like, why is that such a big thing? And it's only a few years difference, because fuck, that's that time. They know more than you. Some of them don't know shit, but a lot of them do. I mean, it's a lot you potentially can learn in that amount of time. Your mindset can continue to change and grow and change, grow. For example, like what I'm saying, when all you thinking about is uh, chasing girls, chasing guys, whatever the case is, chasing dudes, chasing behind sex, or even before that, just chasing behind the idea of someone else to be with, or the idea of a relationship. Ass, I don't know, because you didn't even know what to do with that at first. I know I didn't. I don't know what I was doing just then. But anyway, so like the idea of it. So and then there's when you get to the point where well, me speaking on myself, like plotting and scheming and shit, because other people be plotting the scheme. I don't know. I guess we taught to plot and the scheme in a way that, by the way, our guardian, whatever, react when we maybe tell them the truth about something. So we see that, they don't want to hear, they say they want to hear the truth, say be honest and all that, but they teach us by reaction that we shouldn't, especially if they punish you for telling the truth. And not to say that it depends on what it is, I guess, but you should at least go easy. Like, I don't know exactly how to handle it. That's the dilemma with raising children and shit, man. It's hard to make the right decision. But anyway, you have all these people, and I mean, man, they had people older than me a good little bit, and they would be in, like, I don't know, like, you gotta be a player, which I when you 15 or 12, I don't even know, man. When you're a young age, say, I can't say exactly what age I was, but say like 14, 15, 16, maybe something like that, like you supposed dudes in they say 24, 25, something like that, right? You think that's old and mature, yet when you 12 and 15 and shit, you perceive that as being a grown, it's like shit. Maybe even think of them as old when you're that young, But just think of how immature and silly minded a motherfucker could be at that age. And yeah, that's why they would tell you some stupid shit like that. They don't have to be that way, but a lot of them are, especially the ones in the hood and shit. So dudes, like, I'm just saying, you ain't getting nothing yet. You ain't da 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 da. However they say, whatever the slang of the day is, because it's gonna be a way of talking for the times, The times I'm talking about back in the day, y'all wouldn't even understand whatever. I don't know if I remember it, but y'all wouldn't even understand that shit nowadays, Because it's, and a lot of that shit don't stick around for a damn good reason. Could be stupid. I'm so glad that, but like, like cool seem like it's always gonna be cool. That shit gonna always be around. That other dumb shit, like, I don't even want to say it. Like some of them I never would say. Like, man, I'm not saying that shit. This shit sounds stupid. And that means something else, so that made me not like it even more so. But I'm not jumping on no bandwagon because they saying shit. Back to mindset. But jumping on a bandwagon is a mindset, huh? That's a whole bandwagon, like a chain of wagons going somewhere. Uh, that's the thing. Like a whole fucking town traveling to get to the town that they gonna be in. I think that's what that is, right? So you joining the bandwagon, like you getting on board some shit when you decide to jump on the bandwagon. So that's why I be careful. But I was thinking, man, so many train of thoughts. But when you're thinking about plotting and scheming, that's all you could think about. And I start to observe somehow, I don't know, shit just affect me different than a lot of people. Other people keep going forward with the same thing. Like I'm gonna try different shit. If that shit ain't working, just think of some of the stupid things that we was doing to attempt to get something for nothing, in a way, getting over, scheming, plotting, and not never realize that there's no honor amongst thieves. So whoever you scheming and plotting with, even though you could be the honest, most loyal person in the world, you running with thieves. Ain't no honor. Your mindset is yours. Theirs is theirs as an individual. Yeah, y'all on that scheming and plotting, but they're not above scheming and plotting on you. That's how it happened. That's how it happened to the best of them. And whatever, big time. I mean, you seen that shit with Paid in Full, and whatever else that had to say, fucking New Jack City, they had them kind of shit happen. Mindset. Get it at any cost. At any cost. No matter what. Well, it might be a price to pay. And, for everything. So, when you're thinking like the village, you're going to get what the village get. You can't get anything beyond that. You stuck in the village. And then you're not stuck unless you're looking at it and thinking of it as stuck. And a lot of people do. Anything I could think of, art reflects life. So most things, art, movies. I've talked to people now. I have been around the world, and I've been around this motherfucker now in real time, and I done talked to real people from all over the place. But I'm not necessarily talking about that. All of that. All of my experiences are my experiences, and all of it make. But they don't draw these movie plots and things from a vacuum. Just take bits and pieces of shit and add to it and glam it up and do whatever. But there's no honor amongst thieves. And a lot of people keep going with the scheming and get caught up in the drugs, get caught up in going to jail, get caught up and get their ass killed, dead, out of here. From that same mindset, not being able to change and adapt and get a different mindset, change your paradigm. That's another way, of looking at it, which may be more the true way, but everybody don't understand that kind of thing. Paradigm shifts and such. Like, we ain't control of us, but we don't even be knowing that. But we ain't until we are. That's what I'm talking about. The village, the neighborhood control you. The people in the neighborhood, how they think. You trying to be like, impress. It's a lot of, and then it ain't. It's a lot of pressure. So I talk a lot of shit about the gangs, but I didn't grow up around it, so I can afford to talk a lot of shit about it when it wasn't my reality. And anybody else can too. It's not your reality with that particular pressure and them particular things. Saying whatever. You know what I mean? Mindset. So only the strong survive. Everybody can't make it. Even my children. And shit, all of them ain't make it right now. Those that know that they've been around for a minute, those that personally know me know, and those that have been around on this channel for a minute know, shit, one down, five to go. I'm saying that, in a almost joking type of way, but it's not no joke. Potentially, that's what it is. That's how the system is designed and set up to take you out, take us out. Shit, I didn't think I was gonna make it. Mindset. I didn't think I was gonna make it, and therefore, when you don't think you're gonna live, yeah, you're doing a lot of reckless shit. And then suicidal. Maybe you might commit suicide. It's not out. It's not off the table. That wasn't on my table, and it ain't. It definitely ain't now. But I'm saying I did a lot of suicidal shit. I didn't want to do it. I just figured I ain't gonna live, so fuck it. Let's just do this high risk shit. And I'm sure a lot of people. That's why a lot of people do a lot of high risk thing. It is. I'm sure. I am sure. I'm absolutely sure. Because that's where their mind is at. Obviously. And it ain't so much. You live, you get older. Fuck, I keep living. And eventually, I want to live. I decide that I'm down for this. I'm gonna squeeze a good life out this motherfucker at any cost. But not at any cost. I'm gonna do what I need. I'm gonna sacrifice what I need to, not people and shit. Although you gotta cut some people loose to be focused. Like you get it, like they really make the choice, because they're gonna hold. If you're gonna hold me back, man, I'm trying to do this. I need to do this, and if everything you doing is gonna be influencing me to not do that, then I how can I fuck? I gotta fuck with you from a distance anyway. And spiraling. We ain't robbing trains. We're not gonna keep breaking into trains and trying to steal shit out of cars and steal cars and shit, man. Unless we gonna be pros with it. And I think that has a expiration on that. I might be wrong. I don't know. I ain't trying to find out either. I rather if I can do the same amount of money legitimately, I can get just as much adrenaline rush and excitement doing legitimate things. Believe me, it's a fucking ride. I don't need that much thrill. Shit, I get me a fucking fast car or a fast bike or some things like that. From the change, rather than risking life and limb. And when it's illegal, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch everybody. Everybody can't trust nobody anyway. But you can't trust. You gotta trust them with something, some kind of way, somehow. It's just the way it is. You trust, maybe not so much. Take a risk with certain things. Certain, like you got no choice in this world. Man. So the mindset, the way we think, can make us or break us, and that's where I'm at now. With the, I'm realizing through all my experiences and things, I should be there. I even I thought about, anyway. That's what's up. So I'm working on getting the package together, right? And some other things. I'm working on it. I'm thinking about it. Meaning I'm taking notes. I'm putting things in effect. I got a website. I got some stuff that like I got there, but I really got, full disclosure. I got things I need to do that have not been doing. I've been checking off checklists, but I got to make more lists, a more accurate list. Personally, on that note, there, as a mindset coach thing, and getting the package and the program together, and how would I do whatever I want. I got my email. I may have one of the phone numbers on here too. I'm not sure, but the email should be in the description. But I'm gonna make sure I put it on here. I don't know about the phone number because I need. Well, I got a phone number I can give, no doubt about it. But how exactly what I work at, I want to start it out right, and that's something I gotta honestly get to. I should have it together. Honestly, it's not no excuse. I should have that part together. I done had everything I need, and but it's only 24 hours in a day, man. Like some days. That's the thing I be saying. I be exhausted every day. At the end of every day, I be exhausted, and I try to take me some nice little breaks. And sometimes you get caught up in that, and then sometimes it's raining, it's cold. I can't do the things that I need to do, want to do, and shit get pushed back, pushed back, pushed back. That's what it is. But people. My people, y'all help motivate me to do what I say I'm gonna do. If that's what I'm gonna do, either I'm gonna do it, or I'm gonna not do it, or I'm gonna be fake. And I can't, we can't have that. Nah, not your boy. I ain't going out like that. So, well, why I'm on here too. It's because, like I say, I can split this up and do it in more than one way. If I do it on here, but everything comes with its price to pay. But I do need to switch it up and get some improvement. I got to use my camera and everything. We'll see which gets more play, which is better, which y'all like better, which looks better, which sounds better. I think this definitely sound better because that mic and this mic is a whole. This mic costs more than the phone costs. So you know what I mean? Let alone how much the microphone on the phone is the value is. It's not going to be the same quality. So that's a no-brainer. But this camera, It ain't super cheap, but it definitely ain't that expensive. So as I'm looking at it, it look look clear. It's on the grain side. It ain't ultra high def. It ain't. I don't think it's high def, but I think it get this job done. Personally, depends. Gonna switch it up. I got a high quality camera, a DLSR camera, the high quality I showed y'all before, right? Um, oh, well, let me stop this. I mean, this is a part. Like, subscribe, y'all. Hit your boy and comment. And like I said, I'm gonna put it together. But this could be the end, but it ain't the end. This is a pause for the cause. Yeah. So, whoa. Hey. Yeah, it is. This one right here, right? The one, y'all know. I spoke on. I did a video or two on this camera. And there I go. They need to pay me. Promoting y'all brand. But that's what's up. So I need to use that too, and then and I can put all this together, and that'll be better. And then I got that other mic wherever it's at, the one that you pin on the thing, which might have a good quality too, not like the Yeti, but like decent light quality. Yeah, it's just that's what it is, man. It's changing your can I be a paradigm coach? Nah, that's why I got on that note, it's mindset. But your mindset is going to determine your paradigm. That's how that's going to work. That's real talk. Your world. Those influences are so powerful when that's all you know is that world, is that neighborhood, is that village. Our little thing, even like where I live now, I guess everywhere is all one way or other. It's only so many ways to segment things up. Either you live on a thing of land and you don't have a neighbor for miles around, however many miles, or you live in a little square of squares, however large or small. It's on, like it's gonna be squares, circles, whatever. There's on so many ways to wake it, and you living in that community. And the younger you are, the smaller that shit is. That other shit is like it's like going overseas or something. When you go somewhere far and you don't go that often. Maybe if you go often, it's different. But growing up in a small little soup bowl in New Orleans, that's how it was to me. Shit, we went to the country. That was like going somewhere. Like we on a trip. We ain't even that far, that's the far as I went. That's your world. This little square, this little neighborhood, these people. I know there's other shit out there, but man, that's foreign to me. That's a foreign world. And I guess that's how a lot of people have problems even leaving the hood. They'll never leave. They'll never leave the country spot. They'll never leave the hood. They leave, they come back. They can't deal with the pressures of outside of that little block. However large that, not necessarily a literal one, a block, a street block, but block as in a cube on the grid. So I had to expand mine. I need a bigger cube, and I need to expand that some more. I really do. Personally, you know, I think it's better. We gotta get outside the comfort zone and keep getting outside and keep getting out. And what you living for? I mean, don't take yourself out. I don't mean that, but I mean, as long as we living, we should be striving for something besides fulfilling someone else's dreams, filling somebody else's pockets with money, making someone else rich. One company or another company or another company, which is owned by somebody or somebodies, and we making them all the money. Be building their empire. That can't be it. There's got to be more to it than that, man. I'm just saying. And keep us in our little box. We go to, this is what we do. Our little box. We go to work. We go to church. We go home. We go to work. We go to, work, home, work, home, work, home, work, home. Get groceries, work, home, church, work, home. Get home, same shit every day. I mean, man, it's got to be, that's why I be saying, I be doing different things, on top of if I got to do something, the same shit every day, if I got to cut hair every day, and just be on repeat with that. Well, while I'm sitting there waiting, I be exploring. Exploring. You can have. I mean, shit. They got it on the phones now. I used to have all kind of extra shit hooked up to my laptop and paying extra bill to have internet on a laptop. When now we walking around with that shit on our phone, and you could just, like for cheap, So it really ain't no excuse. And then you could be in between if you got it going on like that, and you ain't got no free time. Good, but if you could be going through, working on a website, doing all kind of things on the job, that I couldn't even do back in the day. But I was working it, Gotta have vision. I ain't get rich as I could have off of that, but I can imagine now. I'm not doing that now. I'm out that game. That is one of the things that I do. That I am. I am a barber, but it's one thing that I do. That ain't it. But like I say, even when I was in the prime of my prime, I started doing other shit, selling orals and incense and things. So my mindset changed from scheming and plotting to being a hustler. And some other people did change too to being legit, but most, most went to jail, most died, couldn't change from one game to the next game, or they can't see making money legit. I think a lot of people think they don't think they can make the same amount of money legit when you can make more money legit than I think you could ever make with that, especially the fact that most people end up going to jail at least once or twice or whatever, the amount of time and money you losing, lawyer, this, that, the other, You losing your product. You might be on people. People might, and that's how a lot of people have people looking for them too, because they'll be fronted shit, and then they get caught up, and the people still want their money. So now you got a choice. You know you ain't gonna have that money. You know when they get out, they're gonna want their money. So that's incentive to be a stoolie, you know. Seem like to me. So they gonna rat. They get out, whatever. You know how it go. I mean, and then that's how all the violence be going down, and you be not understanding that be at play in most of the murders and things that's going on in the hood. Although, you know, there are randomness. It can happen anywhere at any time. Random people do get robbed and shot and stabbed and whatever. But mostly, the majority, they know each other, and it be different types of beef. Not just that, what I name. Be different type of beef. Beef's going on. So, positive mindset gets so much more than being negative and thinking that and you think you can't win, you ain't gonna win. And then that's how you always trying to get over. And don't even see you losing, getting over on yourself, losing, hating on people. Because they having success and you can't see. They must, your mind think in scheming and plotting way. So they must be scheming and plotting somehow. What kind of thing they got going? I can't figure it out. And then they tell you, you don't believe them. Because what's the angle? You can't, you know, it's too legit. What's the angle? That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you. That's how powerful it is. You cannot think of motherfucker telling you shit right in front of your face, and you can't think like that because it's outside of your paradigm of thinking. It's outside of your realm of understanding. Some shit I'm saying, that's why I motherfucker click off quick. Cause some shit I'm saying, some shit I'm saying, maybe, you know, I don't know. I can go back and you know, look at my videos now. You know, I can see where there's always room for improvement, I suppose. But, you know, I can see where, you know, and sometimes maybe there's a lot of room for improvement, sometimes a little room for improvement. But it'd be more on track than I think a lot of times when I look back at it. And it's not nothing that I can't listen to. And it does make sense. And it does be coming full circle many times. It just work out that way. You know, even if you talk long enough, if you talk long enough, you'll come back to whatever that point was. And that's how it's supposed to go anyway. When people be saying, like, if they ask a question, we'll get to that later. But and then they talk about and then they get back to that later, you know. So it's just the way it goes. But like this thing here, which is a copy, I don't think you can even see it on this camera. But this is a copy of well, you can see this. This is a copy of that. Is it right? Okay. Right? And people can't understand that. Can you? How's that going for you? Now, how long I've been reading this? I don't read this every day. I ain't like Bob Proctor was, but I, at least from time to time, I guess a part of my goal would be to read something out of it every day. Like you say, just a line, just a line, a paragraph, a line, a page sometimes would be nice. So I gotta just make my mind up to do it. It is a well-known fact that one comes finally to believe whatever one repeats to oneself, whether the statement be true or false. If a man repeats a lie over and over, he will eventually accept the lie as truth. Moreover, he will believe it to be the truth. Every man is what he is because of the dominating thoughts which he permits to occupy his mind. And that's full circle. What I'm talking about. That would be, I think, an official definition of mindset. I think I lost the page. You have to back that up. Back that thing up. I ain't got to memorize yet. That would be a good one to memorize. The combination of our thoughts make us who we are, and that's why we are who we are, exactly where we are. If we bitching and moaning and we in a bad spot, we did that. If we getting out it, want to get out it, just got out, wherever, we did that. If we can't get our shit together, trying to recover from it, you can't expect magic. Well, you can expect magic, but like not literally overnight. Like you leave and then just bam, everything just come together so magically. It's gonna be trials and tribulations and things, but that's life. It's how we make it through it. You got to keep pushing. I'll say, don't give up. Dwell in the possibilities. Think about all the things that you can have. You have anything you want. You just got to believe and dream and believe and ignore that bullshit, man. People don't know more than what you could know. They just act like they do. Nobody is superior to nobody unless you want them to be, and you give them, permission over you like that. That's right, man. Look, I'm learning. I'm learning. We all learning. It's a learning experience, but you got to know you're learning and realize you don't know everything. Even if you have a moment of thinking you know everything, man, you got to put that shit on the side. Fucking tuck that away. That arrogance, that ego, that want to be right about everything, want to think you know everything, and no. Back it up. Maybe you do, but you ain't got to prove it. And if it's gonna save the world or some shit, you know what I mean. But if it really don't matter, maybe just back up just a minute. Just back up just a little bit and just listen, and then you learn people, you learn yourself too at the same time. Because if you can't shut the fuck up and listen, well, that you ain't got no self-control, and you need to keep working on that. Sorry to be the bit. Hey, I'm just a messenger now. Don't fuck that nigga Uno, motherfucker. I'm just a messenger, man. I'm just a messenger. It is what it is. I'm sorry. It can happen to the best of us, which is why that's that muscle you got to be working on and exercising. That's the only way you can get, past that. Is get that stronger. Get that. That's arrogant. That's not confidence. And it's closely related. And to some people, it may look like the same thing, I suppose, but that's with that low self-esteem shit, I think. Because when we're not like that, I think you'll be able to, I believe you'll be able to recognize the difference between the two. Yeah, it's a lot of shit's close related, but you can recognize the difference when you know, because it's in you like that. You dig? So yeah, that's relatively long when I put these together, as I will. And hey, whatever. Today is a good day. Any day above ground is a good day. Who knows what's on the other side? Maybe they good days over there too. But I ain't man. Look, we here for a reason. I'm gonna ride this bitch till the wheels fall off. And when I get to the other side, which is only one way out of this bitch, then I'll be there. I'm not in a rush. I don't fear death at all. I really don't. But I'm not in a rush. Not in no hurry. So don't get it twisted. Why fear it? There's only one way out. No one can escape that. How fucking bad could it be? Some shit that everybody got to be born to be in this world, and everybody got to die at some point in time. As far as I know, everybody goes to leave this world, and you're gonna have to leave it someday. Everybody that I know, they falling off left or right all the time, some seem like before their time, too early and all that. But anyway, I don't want to get into it. I've already got into it. What am I talking about? I'm gonna leave that alone, and I guess just ended on that. On that's the death note, huh? Ended on that. Well, R.I.P. to all the people that's going on the other side. If that's what it is, maybe they just come. How long does the rest last? Maybe they come right back. Who's to say? When you come back, I think whenever you come back, if you come back, I think it seems like never no memory of the other side. Right? Okay, well, that's it for today. Like, subscribe, y'all, and catch you on the flip side, on the rebound. Peace.